is basically tanking for the Hawks, and the Clippers is basically tanking for OKC.
Right, and
So
the
Yeah,
that's
Hawks owe the
Hawks.
Spurs a pick too. The Hawks currently owe the Spurs their year's pick. That's why I mentioned the Hawks.
yeah. Well, the Hawk. Oh, well, the Hawks should be all right. They still middle of the pack, even with or
Right.
without Trey Young. Man,
Yeah,
I
even without
ain't nothing
Trey.
to really
Yeah.
bother about. But the reality about it is that based off the trade that I knew was I basically knew a mid trade was going to happen yesterday, and it did. It was actually the Cavs trading for Toaster Struder, and
Toaster Strudel.
I think they got rid of DeAndre Hunter, and they got a Keon Ellis out of that too, man. I mean, that's some good backups. I think the Cavs is trying to make something late happen, man, because they got some good depth now. They
Did they
back to having
let
some good depth,
Darius
so
go?
I think
Leaf,
they should
They
be
let
Leaf, what were the Kings thinking? They wanted draft capital for Keon Ellis. They ended up giving the Bulls a second round pick
the
and
second
just
round
taking
pick. Yeah,
Hunter's contract. Like,
listen,
so
this
what
if
was
you want
that
to
all
look for an
about?
organization worse than us, bro,
Yeah.
look no further than the Sacramento
Oh,
Kings.
no, horrible, horrible.
I'm
Like,
not gonna lie, them niggas
that's
is bad,
horrible.
bro. They said no to, bro. They had
uh
Vladi in the front office, and they said no to Luca, and they said
Crazy.
oh
yes to
my
Marvin Bagley.
god.
That ought
That's
to tell you
crazy.
something.
Oh
That's
They said
man.
no
crazy.
to
Yeah, they
Luca and
get
said yes
nowhere.
to Marvin Bagley.
That's insane. That is
Yes, and they had
insanity.
Vladi in the office too when they did that.
Yeah, like I heard.
Vladi
Vladi
don't
is
need to be
from
there.
literally across the country where Luca's from. He said no.
Where Luca's from, yeah.
Yes.
Yo,
So he said
Cas.
that. So and come to find out, the only reason why Vladi said that is because he took a trip to that country, bro, and they found out about the stuff between him and Drazen Petrovic, and a lot of people didn't want him in that country. So he said F a Luca.
Wow, wow.
So and that's
That's
how
wild.
Vladi ended up losing his job. But the reality about this trade deadline is like that I know is that nothing. I don't really expect nothing to happen just off the strength that the best trades that we made was in the offseason. You know what I'm saying? And I think we're gonna stick to the code in terms of that, bro. I don't think we're gonna
Yeah,
really
me
rush
too.
nothing, bro. Like if
I don't think nothing gonna shake
I don't
We
until
think
got to
nothing
use
gonna
that
shake neither.
$15 million.
Everything like the biggest deal is the Trey Young deal. Giannis is pretty much the trade deadline, but nobody's gonna jump until the off season. The
nobody's
off
jumping
season
to
is
the off
where
season.
the Bucks are really gonna be ultimate sellers, bro, because they're gonna catch a team lacking, and they're gonna get
Yep.
a whole bunch of draft capital in return for Giannis, which you're supposed to do.
Yep. Which they supposed to.
Speaking of the honest stuff, two updates today. Nick Friedel, who covers the Warriors, says that the Warriors actually don't want to move Jimmy Butler and they're fully committed to his rehab. And everybody's going, Draymond Green? I would be surprised if Curry okays his main co buddy Draymond going for Giannis. I mean, I think Curry want to play